Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. As you can see, we have a visitor today. He came in just clearing the energy, so it's been a while. Yeah, he's just chilling. But today's reading is kind of all about 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼. There you go. It's all about 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼, isn't that right, Kiki Bitty? Yes. And look, we have literally 1331 on the clock, so there could be something that you guys are gaining clarity in regards to, not just internally, but also clarity when it comes to your external reality as well, and how things are mirroring right now. So let me just get up these notes real quick. I was not expecting, this kind of threw me off. So anyway, you're being admired across many timelines, and it's because you're answering a call that nobody else can hear during this time. You know, it reminds me of the quote around those who were dancing appeared crazy to those who couldn't hear the music. And there is something about, there is something around, he found something more interesting. You're giving yourself permission to answer the calling that no one else can hear. And it's like you're continuing to talk. Maybe some of you, this is to your guides, it's to non-physical realms. It's the things that you can't see, because even cats, right, they tune into other bandwidths of frequency light right now. So it's like he's looking at a layer of reality that I may not be able to see. And he can see things that I can't, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to like judge him. But there is something about people that... because I can tune into it too, but there's something around those who get it will get it, and those who don't have eyes to see will just look at reality. But you're seeing something that goes beneath the surface that requires you to almost use your X-ray vision, or to look at life through the eyes of the soul, and you're gaining clarity in regards to this. This could be something around you're gaining confirmation when it comes to why the call was there in the first place, or what awaits you on the other side of answering this call. That's almost the vibe that it gives me too. But yeah, with 𝓣𝓻𝓪𝓷𝓼, it's like you're not seeking external permission to do so. You're staying connected to intangible truths. You're staying connected to a higher power that's guiding your life. Some of you, again, this could be your guides or whatever it is, but you're exploring the concept of faith, which is larger, right? It's something that is unseen. And it's like if people don't get the concept, that's okay. You know, it's like you're continuing to do whatever it is that you feel is necessary at this stage in your soul's evolution. And that's exactly what it is. It's in benefit for your soul's evolution, for you to not doubt yourself even when others might. You know, that's the vibe that it gives me. So your crown is the center of connection to the non-physical realm, and there is an integration process where you're opening up this channel of information and communication, right, to higher octaves of yourself. And there's information that you're anchoring in that's super important and imperative, okay, at this stage in your journey, and you're translating that energy into the universe through the things that you're doing, through the things that you're taking action towards during this time. So that's a vibe that's going on during this time. And again, even with black cats, that's all significant too, because that's literally about your intuition. The black cat is also on the Queen of Wands energy, so this could be about creative vision that you guys have. She also attracts like-minded individuals, right? Like-minded individuals, resonant individuals, based on how she reignites that flame and passion within herself. So it's like you're a self-sustaining, self-rejuvenating organism, and in doing that, I'm hearing you're definitely seen as very fierce and independent, fiercely independent during this time. So yeah, it's a very interesting energy. So I just want to see what's going on around this, but you're being admired across many timelines. That's the energy that I'm receiving, because you come back to this knowing, you come back to this intangible connection each time, okay? You have stratosphere, and then you also have geomagnetic storm. So it's like not everyone can see the storm, but I'm hearing some people I'm hearing you can feel something brewing, okay? Oh, you know what this is? So you know how like before a storm comes, all the animals, right, they pick up on things because of their, you know, the magnetite crystal within the brain, like the electromagnetic sphere that they have, the connection that they have to the earth. There's something around the connection that you guys have to your own cells, right, yourself on a cellular and molecular level. When it comes to your own DNA and the memory that you hold, okay, within yourself, when it comes to the cosmos is within you, quite literally, is leading you to follow your heart's callings, and the mysteries of the universe is now revealing itself to you. But it's a path that is hard for the seeker to tread. Thus will the weak and the wavering be rejected. Bring me someone who is pure in heart, whole in their wisdom and strong in their purpose, right? So it's like you guys have all of these requirements. I'm hearing like you've met the measurements with whatever this is, which is super interesting. There could be something new as well. I'm just decoding within this experience that you're wanting to see, okay, in the world. There could be a gateway that you're awaiting to be aligned with, and that's definitely the vibe that it's giving me, for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and read strophosphere. Let's see. Okay, so water, oxygen, and life. So this is when it comes to life on Earth. Again, you're so in flow with the natural cycles and seasons. And again, it's like, you know, the seeds can't really sprout without the rain. And if a seed falls on the tarmac, even though it's a seed, its surroundings will not allow it to germinate. So this is about the environment that you guys have cultivated for yourself. But if a seed falls on fertile soil, get ready to see it grow. And your mind is so fertile during this time. Oh, child, it's so fertile. That's the energy that's coming through, where your mind is a garden, your thoughts are seeds. You can grow flowers and you can grow weeds. And there's something about you guys are continuously growing flowers because you have this level of self-trust within yourself. You do not doubt yourself. You do not doubt your ability. And if doubts do creep in, you realize that it's not yours. You know, it's that type of energy. So your seed is on fertile. I'm hearing you can instantly discredit that doubt just based off of solely how far it is that you've come already. Okay, like some of you forget that maybe you're living your dream life. Maybe you guys are living in an answered prayer of some kind already, but you've become lucid within the dream and you're beginning to mold and shape that as you desire, okay, as your soul desires. So life can only develop in this layer of the atmosphere. It is the only habitual zone and is the layer that intersects with humans the most due to its proximity. There are multiple possibilities of gestation here. Multiple developments are possible. As the altitude increases and we leave the layer, the temperature and the amount of oxygen available decreases. You know what's so weird? He's literally, my cat, yeah, he's looking at something and I don't know what it is unless I tune into it. So there could be something around resonant frequency. See, like now I can see what he's looking at, and that's because my biggest filter perception is now the third eye and I'm tuning into what he's looking at. But for people that are just like looking at reality and they're not able to see, they're not going to see it. So don't expect them to see it. It's a time to understand yourself rather than time to be misunderstood. Okay. I'm sorry. And it's a time to be misunderstood. It's time to understand yourself instead of trying so hard to get others who intentionally try to misunderstand you to understand you. Okay. It's a time to understand others than a time to be understood by them. That's the vibe that's coming through for sure. So yeah, so there's things that are increasing during this time when it comes to a new altitude, a new layer, a new temperature that you're acclimating to. Maybe these are like new abilities that you're learning how to like navigate, but the environmental conditions are favorable for you right now because of the geomagnetic storm, where there's sudden surges of energy that you can expect to come through. So enjoy the magic of being aligned with a space that provides you sowing fertile conditions. So again, there's things that you could be called to kind of sow into your experience. There's new things that you are planting within yourself. Maybe these are the seeds within your subconscious mind that have always been there that are beginning to germinate, for sure. That's also another energy. So geomagnetic storm talks about shock waves. So something that you guys could be doing, right, something that you are growing right now is definitely going to send some type of shock waves, that's for sure. And it's an action portal, okay, that requires you to connect with the elements. Both of these energies are very strong elemental factors, okay. So this is a sudden increase, okay? This is due also to solar flares, resulting in alterations. So there could be things that you guys are doing to alter your path during this time. There's certain things I'm hearing that you're doing that's also going to alter the way that other people are viewing you, okay? And also is going to alter something within them when it comes to what is also possible for them, okay? So that's a strong energy too. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. He's just there. He's just chilling. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, we have the Page of Wands, which is the Wanderer. So you guys are wandering, which is not you being lost. It's an opportunity to find a new way. And there is a new path that's being revealed to you during this time. Look at that. Look how cool that card is. Okay, and then we also have the Hanged Man, right? Which is literally looking at life through the eyes of the soul. Now with the Hanged Man, there's definitely an energy of looking at your life from a complete different enlightened perspective, right? And enlightenment, I'm hearing it alleviates a lot, but then it also can lead to an equal amount of confusion. So there is something about, and I'm hearing it's because you become a mystery, not just yourself, but your life, and you become a mystery even to yourself. So there is something about you're growing in new ways that were previously unbeknown to you. And you're unlocking potentials within yourself that you didn't even know were possible up until now. And maybe this is like new resonant timelines that are revealing themselves to you. Maybe it's new opportunities, but there's a new way of doing things, I'm hearing, because you are doing things anew, okay? Okay, so the Hanged Man, let's take a look at this, and we have Sacrifice. So there could be a lot that no one understood why. It's like in order for you guys to get here, it required you to sacrifice a lot of things that people, some would not understand, okay? But to sacrifice in etymology means to make sacred. So with the Page of Wands, this is like a sacrificial journey that you guys are embarking on. Maybe it's physically, maybe it's mentally, but don't expect everyone to understand your journey, because again, those who answer the calling are going to seem insane to those who cannot hear the ring, right? And it's like abundance is calling right now, the universe is calling, and you're answering that call. So it's an interesting energy, and this is so that you can begin to open up to experiencing life at the other end of the spectrum, okay? It's like you're about to experience a new life, a new way of being, and new destinations, okay? New culminations that are coming into being as well, which is super beautiful. So yeah, let's take a look at the Sacrifice energy and the Hanged Man. Come. You want me to move up for you? Come. Come. He usually, if I'm not on this chair, he will literally sleep on this chair all day. He doesn't want to share it. Come. You gonna come it the other way? Go on then. Come on. No. Fine. Okay, so the Pelican, let's go. The Pelican is the wanderer in between worlds. Let's take a look at Sacrifice, which is the Emperor. So you guys could be becoming very established during this time, maybe established in a path, right? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, okay. Make yourself comfortable. Okay, let's see. Maybe you guys need to make yourself comfortable on this path, right? Especially in your connection to the non-physical, because that represents 12th house elements as well. So make yourself really comfortable when it comes to your non-physical connections during this time. Like you're being, I'm hearing very established. Okay, you're establishing strong connections right now, okay? Otherworldly connections right now, and an otherworldly connection while navigating this world. So trust that process. Okay, so the Hanged Man is surrendering control, and again, it's also Neptune energy, which is literally all connections also to 12th house elements. So just double confirmation there. Going with the flow, the Hanged Man and Sacrifice can be tough card to see in a reading, and again in Hebrew it represents Corbin as well, which is about something drawing near. So there's new resonant experiences that are drawing near due to you guys answering this call. So Sacrifice in any difficult situation, the Hanged Man suggests that you will need to surrender control. Okay, so definitely someone racing right now. This is a lesson in letting go of what is no longer serving you, so that you can move on. Okay, so again, a lot of you guys are giving yourself permission to move on. And I'm hearing even move on from old ways of navigating the world. Maybe you guys have been racing and thinking so much about your future that it's come at the expense of the present moment, but you're realizing now that you don't need to wait for a moment to be happy. You can be happy while wandering. You can be happy while being realigned with a new way. And that high vibrational, I'm hearing output, is leading to new things drawing near. Okay, new high vibrational experiences drawing near. Let's see what is drawing near then with sacrifice. Is that Biggie? Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. There could be something about like you guys being people could have a hypnotic fascination because you're very mysterious during this time as well, where again you've become a mystery even to yourself, and it's like, what are you listening to? Like, what layer of reality are you tuning into? Let's see. I kind of want to see what that is. What are you tuning into? Sidereal space. Belonging to the stars or planets, okay? So you're definitely an outsider that's looking in. You definitely have an otherworldly quality, that's for sure. And you have an anomaly too. So you guys are seen as an anomaly, right? Which is literally somebody doing something that shouldn't be, but it is. Like, whatever it is, you've almost unlocked some kind of secret formula. That's what it gives me, right? It's like you've unlocked a secret formula of some kind. So let's go ahead and read some of the anomaly with the supporting foundation there. Action portal, let the journey begin. Anomaly, the originality that defines you. So again, a lot of you, this is like really I'm hearing like concentrated cosmic origins or some kind, but there's like a concentrated knowing that you have as well. So difference brings forth new things, the unseen, and makes the seemingly impossible possible. So this is something that you guys are demonstrating right now. It says, understand the difference as a gift and not something which marginalizes you. Difference brings forth new things, the unseen, and makes the seemingly impossible possible. An anomaly is a deviation from what is considered normal, natural, or foreseeable. So it's like you're able to see into the unforeseen future. That's what it gives me. So you're aware of how your actions in the present moment and answering the call to act on certain information that you guys are downloading is very imperative. So an anomaly is a change or deviation. Okay, this absolute strength is sometimes forgotten in the copy and paste of tridimensional plane. I was also hearing something around like Morse code. So again, it's like you're able to understand a hidden language of the universe. Okay, for sure. Thus will the weaker, again, make the path for the seeker to tread hard, right? The path that the seeker treads is very hard. So maybe you guys have been treading a path and it's had a lot of resistance because the weak and the wavering have denounced what it is that you've been seeing. Okay, people that are weak in their purpose, people that are lacking in their wisdom, and others that are impure in their heart. Okay, which is super interesting. And you're working with the contrast. You're learning how to use that as disposed to your advantage to like further accelerate along your path. It's like, okay, I don't need you to understand me for me to do this thing. I don't need to be understood. It's like you're understanding yourself. Okay, so celebrate and honor your originality because your path is not going to look like anyone else's. So this is incomparable. No one is superior or inferior, right? We all have a part to play in the cosmos, all a part to play in the cycles, but we are as unique and incomparable at the same time as a word, verb, sound coexist in a single space. So it's all part of the story. That's what it gives me. These people play a very important part and crucial part in your story. For without doubt, there would not be a knowing. That's what it gives me. In order for the eyes to open, they must first close. In order for you to awaken, you must first sleep. And there's something about your understanding why that contrast is there. It was for you to believe in yourself when no one else did. It was for you to have this certainty, even when others were uncertain. And you're realizing that you didn't need others to see you for you to see yourself. What you thought that you needed from others was something that you could give yourself all along. And it's like you're aware of that now. And you can thank them for mirroring that to you, right? Maybe if others were doubting you, it was a mirror of where you had doubted yourself, you know, that's what it gives me. So yeah, it's an action portal during this time. So I will not be who you want me to be, because I would then stop being who I am. And I will not stop being who I am for who you want me to be. And again, it's like you're no longer mirroring the wounds back to others, right? If people have doubted themselves and you're now having self-belief, there's now no longer like a resonant connection. So now you're the mirror that really reveals people and shows others who they are and where they could be, again, unconscious to their own infinite potential and how they want to apply that in this realm. So yeah, you could definitely be like a catalyst for others as well, just like others were a catalyst for you, which is super beautiful. But it's like you're outgrowing a lot of these mirrored connections. That's almost what it gives me. And you're looking at, I'm hearing like you're transcending the mirror and you're seeing eternity staring back at itself, even if it's unconscious of that. Even if they're unconscious of that. Yeah. I'm hearing it's all part of the hero's journey too. Okay, so let's clarify how you guys are showing up then with sidereal space, because you're clearly, again, belonging to otherworldly origins while navigating this world. Four of Lotuses, wow. Four of Lotuses does show somebody that's reevaluating their path, and they're basically being offered a new lifeline. That's what it talks about. But it does require a level of surrender and allowing yourself to be flexible and malleable when it comes to the universe realigning you with something else that you feel like on a soul level would better bring you some type of emotional fulfillment. That's what Four of Pentacles talks about. It's a new lifeline. So other people are seeing you as, because you have this otherworldly connection, you're moving away from, basically I'm hearing historical timelines that have basically led to some amount of suppression when it comes to living in your authentic truth, and there's a new lifeline to embrace your authentic truth. Okay, that's what's being offered to you during this time, and this is what other people are observing. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this Four of Chalices. So loss of excitement, apathy, disconnectedness, and yeah, it's interesting as well. Some of you could have withdrawn from certain circumstances. Maybe there's like a sudden awareness when it comes to what it is that you want to disengage from during this time. It can show, again, it's a reminder, again, like really high pitch frequency sounds in both of my ears, but on my left side, I would say more. But in both, there is like an otherworldly, non-physical connection that you have in the right that's changing your physical world. It's leading to changes in the physical world. Like the change that's happening through you guys is literally bleeding into your external reality right now. Like you're seeing that happen in very tangible ways, right? Where new opportunities, new paths, new opportunities to open new paths for yourself are revealing themselves. So your outlook could change everything during this time. If you can choose to accept the current situation for what it is, it will come with a greater understanding. So choosing happiness is a choice. And that's what you guys are doing, right? You're like choosing happiness in the wondering of what else there could be and being able to move towards what else there is, right? And it reminds you of, again, like, believe that you can and you're halfway there. Believe that you are and you're already there. And that's the quantum jump that you guys are making right now, where it's like there's not even a believing that you are, but you know that you are, therefore you already are there. It has already came to be. You're now getting to witness the becoming of it. It's like you're going back in time and viewing like a linear timeline with this quantum knowing. That's definitely what it gives me. All right, anything else? Let's go ahead and get a oracle message. Why not? Rest and rejuvenation. That's all that's needed, right? A cat nap. That's definitely the energy that it gives me. Strong cat nap energy. And then you have strategy. So things will become clear here at the base through rest. And what it is that you need to know is that when you get silent, what you need to hear will get loud for you guys with rest and rejuvenation. It's a state of being. That's what you guys are being asked to do during this time. Re-enter into that state of being, okay? For there, you'll unlock the state of knowing. I feel like maybe I'll have cat fur, I don't know. Oh, message in a bottle. Yeah, cloudons will reveal themselves to you. The whispers of fate will reveal themselves to you. In your state of being, even while you're doing, be present, okay? Because then you'll see the signposts that are literally being placed right in front of you. Some of you, this is going to come through synchronicities. It's going to come through synchronistic meetings. It's going to come through a phone call, a message, an email, an invitation, right? There's some type of message that will be revealing itself to you. It's telling you to expect like an unexpected call, an unexpected synchronicity of some kind unfolding in your life, and it's going to happen in very tangible ways, okay? Again, because this talks about an invitation of some kind, angel numbers, music, logos on trucks, everything, everywhere. Be present, be lucid in the dream so that you can pick up on these things, okay, and decode them as they reveal themselves into your experience, because it will become very clear when it comes to where a higher power is guiding you during this time, a higher power inside of you, okay? Right, let's go and take a look at Gateway of the Light activation, see what's being activated right now. We have higher heart activation. So again, your connection to self-love, your connection to the heart, that opens up your vision, okay? It opens up your upper intuitive faculties, and it opens up your vision to a high universal truth, which is super interesting. So your heart is healed, divine love, dropping shields. So there's something about it helps you make friends with the unknown, okay? To know that you've cultivated this strong sense of knowing yourself, okay? And loving yourself through change, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at higher heart activation. So your message: you have experienced much fear, separation, and heartache in your lifetime. This has encouraged you to close off and shield yourself from possible hurt. For a long time, you've been trying to open yourself back up, and you've been concerned about being far too vulnerable, okay? And vulnerability is going to be the only bridge to connection. And when you're fearful, that means that you're disconnecting from your higher self, when you're fearing the unknown. But when you begin to embrace the unknown and realize that everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of answering this call, right? Then you begin to feel empowered by the unknown instead of feeling overpowered by it, okay? So there's something about, again, very strong heart chakra energy, where your heart is going to be gently guiding you towards your chosen destination so that you can witness how it came to be, okay? So yeah, maybe this is about putting yourself out there in some way, right? Connecting you with these resonant timelines. But this is like the action that dissolves the contradiction between the knowing the path and then also walking the path, because there's a big difference between it. Are you knowing and hearing the call, or are you answering the call, you know, with your actions? Because love is a verb, it's not a noun, right? Love requires action and follow through. Love is a state of being, okay? So are you being in a way where you consistently align your actions in a way that is congruent with your soul's highest expression, or do you suppress the calling and desire of the soul? What's leading this experience? Fear in the vessel, or the soul and the heart? So yeah, this is about finding your divine inheritance and knowing that you don't have to search for it, okay, or work for it. It's something that is within you. You have recognized that this energy isn't something that comes through relationships or external experiences, but is your state of being, okay? If you love yourself, show yourself that you love yourself through action. So the more you close off, the more you close off from your true self, the more you drop your shields, the more love is revealed. The more you express the love you are, the more it is reflected back to you. Love is your truth. Beautiful energy. So your heart is going to gently guide you into your highest possible timelines. I'm going to love and leave you guys right after we get a star child message. Why not? Let's go with a star child message. We have know yourself, okay? So again, you guys know yourself now better than ever before. And then we also have the Well of Dreams, okay? So with the Well of Dreams, again, know your dreams, know yourself, know what your dreams are, and know how to lucidly guide yourself towards that desired dream location, okay? So let's go ahead and read some of this as well. Oh my goodness, wow. Right, number 5. Know yourself. Meditate. Who am I? Veil of forgetting is lifting. So again, when your higher self embody this physical state, anchored into the physical state and incarnated into this physical vessel, you are at risk of losing or forgetting, not losing, but forgetting your etheric origins. And I feel like I said lose because you're like finding it once again, you know, even though it was never really lost, you know, but it's like you're rediscovering it. You're rediscovering this aspect within yourself. So yeah, opening up to a bigger perspective, multidimensional heart of God, one with all. Who am I? I ask myself, and I allow my heart to answer, right? So you've learned many things through education, through upbringing. Perhaps you think you should look a certain way, act a certain way to fit into the bigger system. You weren't made to fit in, right? Many judgments that are not you have been on your path. And this card comes to you with a question. What do you identify with? In the old paradigm, we feel continuous judgment. And again, love is the absence of judgment, right? So how can you love yourself into change, right? You don't have to shame yourself into it. You don't have to shame yourself into answering the call. Love yourself and know that answering the call is the biggest act of self-love. It's the biggest act of service that you can do for yourself. Yeah, it's not about how we look on the outside, right? Or how things look on the outside. Behind every judgment is an insecurity. Am I really beautiful, right? Judgment is a confession in disguise. It is linked to a personal history. It is a survival mechanism. That's what judgment is to assess if you're safe in a situation. And you are safe, you are secure, right? So you are a gorgeous being of light. Your family answers, right? The voice that answers is your family of light. Your angels and your guides are always with you. There is nothing to fear because we are always around you to guide you in every way. And again, your guides are always encoded into your field. It's whether you want to tune into that, okay? Your guides are never disappearing on you, right? They're always encoded around you. You're always surrounded by many, many beings of light. It just depends on what filter perception you're viewing reality through, okay? So the first step to start to feel your beauty, love, and compassion is know that there are no qualities of the ego. They are qualities of your true self. These qualities are also in your physical form. They also emanate from your body. Look in the mirror and see this love in yourself. Say something loving to yourself, right? When you look in the mirror, you can start to see the separation between you and the image in the mirror is an illusion. You are one, right? I swear I said that earlier, like, where it's like you're looking in the mirror and it's like you're realizing that you are eternity staring back at itself. And again, the eye cannot see itself without the aid of a mirror. So other people are helping you see yourself through that contrast, right? Other people are a mirror and you're a mirror to others. Allow this love, this compassion, and this beauty to be with you more and more. These qualities intensify when you observe them, when you see truth. Yes, you are loved. This is what you're discovering. But first, you must begin to see your physical beauty. Let go of all judgments from society, all judgments on your body. See your body even when you are naked, and you see all the love that you emanate. This is beyond any ideal of the shape of your body. Your love completely bypasses the mind. Feel this love that you are, that you emanate more and more, okay? Allow the Lemurians to guide you on a journey to self-love. They are your family, and if you ask them to guide you, many miraculous things will present on your journey of love and light, okay? So again, you're definitely being led to higher timelines as beautiful channels for the divine. These vessels that activate through purification, compassion, and love. So compassion is a very, very healing energy, okay? So yeah, who are you, right? You are not bound by a thought or emotion because you're an infinite being and you go beyond the infinite, okay? So beautiful energy. Again, answering that well of dreams. Maybe your subconscious mind, right, is calling for you to answer this call. We'll go ahead and read a little bit of this well. Maybe it's something that you guys have made a wish on, right? Maybe it's something that your soul had wished to experience before incarnating into this existence. Creation, visions, dissolve the veil, bliss, dreams, messages. So yeah, it's a beautiful energy. How do you feel when you wake up in the morning, right? You not remember your dreams. You have drawn this card because you are receiving great healing, guidance, and inspiration in dream time. So pay attention to your dreams. Again, it's all 12th house kind of like themes that are being activated right now. So again, in dream time, it's also a portal. Okay. So beautiful energy coming through for you guys. Become lucid inside of this third dimensional dream as well, and begin to know yourself enough to know what supports your soul's ascension and evolution, and what you may feel like makes that growing process when it comes to growing into your full potential harder than it should be. You know, it's like the resistance to change is what hurts, not change itself. So I'm gonna love any of you guys right there. Okay, so if you're not already subscribed to this channel or want to stick around for future reads, you consider subscribing. I'd love to have you around. Personal reading details also down below. And if you want to join the Discord, The link is also down below, and until next time, bye.